February 15th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about drugs. And we're going to talk about the homeless. So, they were calling for bad weather tonight, kind of. First it was at noon, and they pushed it back more and more and more, and it really didn't do anything here, hardly. But went on up to the casino, played some. Actually, won a little bit more. But went early tonight, and when I come back 23rd Street, it never amazes me. I just did a video last night about how a lot of drugs get dealt down there underneath the bridges and stuff. Now, there are some homeless down there on and off. But when we come back through there, now this was daylight, and what I found really unusual, we turned there on 23rd Street coming back, and this would be coming southbound on 435 onto the 23rd ramp there. Then we'd be coming eastward bound. And there was a guy that was pulled over on the ramp talking to another gentleman there. And guy, he was bundled up pretty good. He was in pretty good heavy stuff. And he had a cell phone. And the guy that was talking to him, white guy, he had one of those buns on his head. Don't you just love those buns here in Kansas City? But on top of that, like I said, this is where they deal with drugs. And it's a good place. They sometimes use some of these homeless to pass the drugs. I mean, it reminds me of when I used to work down at a place called Citywide Chemical downtown. And I worked there for about 3 years. And sometimes they wanted to get some advertisement out there. So one of the head supervisors, one of the top guys would come down and talk to one of the head supervisors. They go out there and give one of those homeless guys like $20 or $40 to hold a sign up to advertise for us tonight. They'll give them some food to eat. Yeah, they'll be able to give them some food to eat, okay? So they'd get out there and they'd hold the sign for a while, to advertise for that company. And what do you think they do about these drugs? What do you think about these homeless here? Well, they do the same thing, but, what do they offer them in return? So what I found really interesting tonight was at a FISCA station, too. Like where they had a lot of stuff going on and it kind of died down. But I've been noticing there's been a couple of vehicles on and off sitting over there. But tonight there was another vehicle sitting out at the edge of the property with another supposedly homeless person that was standing there. Now, there was a lot of activity going on here, a lot of drug dealing going on here last year. And it just amazes me that, that they don't watch this a little bit closer down there at this end. Now, I just posted a video of a guy going down the street tonight, white guy, that was a backpack. Now, not everybody that's got a backpack's dealing drugs or nothing like that. But these people are out, like in zero weather. And, to me, if you were homeless, I would be thinking I would be trying to get to a shelter or a church somewhere to stay warm. But they're not. So that just, that even makes it look more suspicious, doesn't it, guys? So I'm going to show this. And I noticed activity up the top of the hill here too. It just amazes me. Since the pandemic that took place, there was multiple times at this one house up at the top of the hill, 47th and Chrysler, where these people come out of this house and they would go across the street and they would pass out. And we had AMR, we had fire trucks out here, and I got multiple videos on YouTube that show this, okay? And what really amazes me is this house where they come from. Like I said, one night I see actually they were smoking a bong out there in front. This was even before the weed was supposedly illegal and all the other stuff. And actually, one of them passed out in the middle of the breezeway in between this house. Now, there's a lot of KU, well, like cars that say KU on them with license plate tags, and there's Texas tag. Now, there's a Silverado up there that's been up there since the pandemic. Now, by Texas law, you don't have to have, there's not an expiration date. But there is a law here in Missouri that states that if you are here in Missouri for any length of time and you're a resident here, you have to get a license plate here. You got to get your and driver's license. Now, this vehicle's been up there, I know probably, it's been 4 years since the pandemic? And that truck still got a Texas tag on it. I'm going to show just a little bit of that. I'm not going to show all the tag number, but I'm going to show that. And it's something that, like I say, I think Independence or the city needs to take a look at here. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. And I thought I would show this first. Now, this is up here at Chrysler and 47th Street, top of the hill. And like I say, there's a lot of drug activity things go on up this house. And you see this Silverado, you see this is a Texas tag. It says Texas anyway on it. And it's been up there for 4 years. So that means whoever's been there 3 to 4 years, been living here in Missouri. I wonder if they got insurance on this vehicle. I wonder if the registration matches this vehicle. I think that's something, that Missouri should be looking at, But I wanted to talk about this for a second because a lot of this stuff over here in these areas, these houses, doing different things and stuff. So I wanted to talk about that for a second because, like I say, they seem like you think they can get away with anything and everything up there. And, I pay taxes. I don't know what these people do. I get why they don't have to pay taxes here in Missouri. And I think somebody else needs to be looking at that, too. Jackson County, maybe? I don't know. Jeff City, maybe? Hey, maybe Elon. Maybe Elon could take a look at this. What do you think, guys? All right, well, let's get on with this. And what I'll show real quick first, this is the second part, actually, but I'm going to advance this a little bit. And this is that FISCA station over here off 23rd Street. You see this vehicle right here? Don't you, it's always these boomers, too. It's the ones that get drugged and high, and they drive these big pickup trucks and stuff. But, who can afford, who can afford these $80,000 pickup trucks unless you're a doctor, lawyer, or something else? But see, there's a person over here. There's a person. Let me get this over here real quick. There's a person over here that they're talking to. Now, they're at the edge of the drive over here, this FISCA deal. And they're sitting. See, they know the laws, too, because they know how to try to get her off, around it here. But they know that, it makes a good, hey, I'm sitting down here at FISCA. Hey, come get your stuff. Maybe Kansas City, Missouri Independence needs to, I don't know if Independence goes this far, but I think Kansas City, Missouri does. And maybe they need to take a look at this. But that was the second part. So let's back it up here for a minute. And that's what I'm going to do here. And let's just back this up. Well, you see this guy here. Well, it looks harmless enough, doesn't it? Because this is the area that they set in and deal the drugs and deal some kids as well. But now they're setting off the ramp. So when I come down the ramp, my dash cam couldn't catch it at first because I had to turn. There was a truck on the other side of me. But there was a guy in a car, a white guy, and he had a bun on his head. Oh, he's a bun head. And he was dealing with this guy. Now, this guy, he's on his phone right now. What, isn't it amazing? These people are homeless and they got phones, man. I mean, how is that even possible? We can't help them get a job, but we can sure help them get a phone. So let's just go on back here a little bit more. And this vehicle over here is that vehicle I was talking about. Now, this vehicle's got the white guy in it that was having the conversation with that gentleman. And when I come off the ramp, that's what I see. And he wasn't, This wasn't like he was giving him $1. No, 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 no. So we're gonna, like I say, you can't see it. I'm gonna prove that there's a truck on the other side that blocked my view. Let's see if I can go back far enough. Yeah, there's a red truck. You guys can't see what's going on, but oh, I can see okay. But it just makes me wonder. And then, okay, why is Kansas City, Missouri allowing them to be on these ramps anyway? Now, here you go. I don't know. And that just, So I didn't, I thought, okay. So then when we get back on down here, there's another one over here. And I wanted to show that. And I was thinking, but see, it's always, like I say, it's always some kind of big truck or vehicle or some like little sports race car like they use and stuff, or one of those Challengers or Chargers. Now, FISCA had been doing pretty good for a while, but I noticed lately there have been a couple more vehicles late at night when we come back from the casino setting back up in there off to this left side. And see, they just sneak it on back in. They just keep on doing it. But I don't know. Probably nothing, guys. Anyway, hold on. Well, let's look at this. So this is about Missouri. You can drive in Missouri with an out-of-state license plate for 30 days after moving to Missouri. You can then apply for a Missouri plates and registration. And you also got to apply for a driver's license. Now, hold on. And then here you go here. It says to get a Missouri license plate, if you move from one state, you must title your vehicle within 30 days of becoming a Missouri resident. You need to surrender your out-of-state title and apply for a Missouri title. Well, they sure ain't doing that. Now, remember, Missouri and Jeff City and all these things, instead it said supposedly they were going to get on this stuff, and this is supposed to be corrected. But I don't know. I don't see that being corrected if you can just drive with an out-of-state tag for years and years and live in Missouri. Well, man, that must be good. Insurance, no taxes. I think somebody needs to take a look at this. Now, hold on. And check this out, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that light going on and off. Now, I got a light out in front. When they go up the street and they boom, and they're booming, I flip that light on and off, let them know I see them out there. Or if they're crawling around out in the front yard. But these are the ones that, like I say, doing all those drug stuff up there. Interesting, huh, guys? Look at that. That's where the Texans are. That can't be a true Texan. I just can't believe that. All right, guys, I'm back. If it is a true Texan, maybe that's why they left Texas, because they knew that they were going to... They'd end up getting locked up, and they figured they were in Missouri so they could get away with anything. Well, it seems like they can get away with a lot here. I don't know. Anyway, guys, a lot of stuff still going on, and just thought I'd show a little bit more tonight. I mean, yeah, you don't have to just walk out. The only thing you got to do is walk out the doorway and go down a couple blocks, and we got lots of stuff to show. Yeah, that's just crazy. And then, if you want to talk about one other thing, man, the fire trucks and AMRs have picked up. Have you noticed? Check my website out at least once a day, twice a day. It's amazing because, like, me and my son, we were out there in Las Vegas, New Year's Eve. And there's people sometimes that will get hit by cars out there because they walk in front of the cars and do different things. And you will occasionally see, ambulances, or you hear a fire truck or something. But you know what's amazing? I've lived here all my life. And after this, after this pandemic deal started and all this other stuff, it's been like this. When all these people moved into all these houses and all this drugs and stuff, it's been a constant. Well, isn't that something? Isn't that something? And I don't know. And what's really something is that the fire, I don't know, I guess I'll have to measure it. I'll have to get in my car and drive all the way. When I go down 47th Street here, it's all the way down to Sterling. I mean, we're here, think about it, we're here at Chrysler or on down from Chrysler here. That's got to be 2 or 3 miles. And there isn't anything down here in the other end. Kansas City, Missouri doesn't have any other fire truck divisions that go to these other things. I see them go down here by like where tool shed is and other areas and all that stuff and everything, if they actually go on a wreck. Now, I have shown a couple wrecks way far back, but these runs are like every day. And never was it ever like that. You might get one, you might hear every 3 weeks or something. But man, these run every day. I mean, that's amazing. And then I think Independence has got a, don't they have one off, is it a 39th or is it a 35th? Don't they have a fire truck like, I don't know, what you would call it, over in that area? And then didn't they build another one down here off Nolan, too, down by that new school that they built? Raytown, or I think it was Raytown in Kansas City, Missouri. It was hooked into Raytown, I think, school district. I don't know, that's weird. That's just strange that many runs. And very strange. And I document all this stuff. Times that they go down. Interesting. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.